What's up guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Dokkan Battle video. I'm Goki and today we're going to be talking about Super 17, an absolute busted unit. He just was revealed on the Dokkan now for both JP and Global, and he's really good. So we're going to be talking about this unit, should you guys summon, and whether or not you should or how you should build him, I would say. His optimal teams, and we're going to be taking a look at all his passives and his stat spread overall. So before you guys go ahead and move into the video with me, I'd like to remind you guys, if you guys want to follow me and go ahead and find all the information that I put out, go ahead and hit that like, subscribe, and ring that notification bell so you guys know when my videos go live for you. And on top of everything, I do stream on twitch.tv, so if you guys want to talk about Super 17 and how strong he actually is, go ahead and stop by the stream. Link will be in the description down below. So, Super 17, absolute craziness. I called it. I said Super 17 was going to be the LR that we're going to be getting for the celebration here. But on top of all this, they made him absolutely powerful. He has the highest LR passive stats in the entire game. He's a giant ball of stats. He's the equivalent to GT Gogeta in today's current meta. GT Gogeta is so powerful because he's a giant ball of stats. Therefore, 17 is in a similar way a giant ball of stats, but he also comes with damage reduction and other abilities that allow him to be sustainable defensively, even in long events and SBRs. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at that right now. So he is the GT bosses and androids category leader, key +4, HP attack and defense 150%. So androids has a new leader now. It can be paired with a new Super 17 on the JP version right now. We don't know if we're going to get same name update on Global quite as yet. But if we do, that means we can run Super 17 and this guy together on the same team, meaning 2 turns or 2 different rotations of defensive juggernauts, making easy work of ESBRs, SBRs, and even the LG Goku event, the LGE events, the GT version, and the regular version, making him immensely powerful. So for starters, his super attack raises attack by 1 turn. I think it's 30%, I believe, and causes colossal damage that lowers defense by 30% as well. And then his ultra super is causes mega colossal damage to enemy and greatly lowers defense. This is where he is at his weakest. Unlike Goku and Vegeta and some of the other more powerful LRs, he has a weak super attack effect. And this could actually make people feel that he's not very powerful. But all of his strength actually comes from his passive overall. So his passive skill is attack and defense 170%. So he's the LR with the highest passive stats built in. And this allows him, or will allow him, to roll face, because he also comes with an additional attack and defense 17% per android's category ally, or even target category ally, self-excluded. So it means if he has 2 of those, he will be getting that effect nonetheless. But if it's stacking, he can get more than 34% if those 2 are also on target Goku along with androids, making him being able to roll face very quickly, very easily. In SBR, he'll make it a joke. And on top of that, he reduces the damage received by 17%, plus an additional attack by 70% for 3 turns after the turn in which attack was received. So if he gets attack on the first slot before he supers, he gets additional 70%. He reduces damage from incoming attacks after that by 17%. And he also has a high chance of receiving that key +1. So on top of having a giant ball of stats, easily hitting the 200Ks, 300Ks of defense, if you manage to rainbow this guy, he is going to be absolutely monstrous. He's going to be one of the best LRs in the game. Easily, he intrudes into the top 5. You can honestly say that passive-wise, Vegeta, in terms of just raw stats and damage tanking capability, he is worse than this unit. But I would say this unit could be maybe top 5, tops in the 6th slot. He's definitely a top 10 LR. There's no debating that. Top 5 in consideration for, mainly because he also has a really strong active skill, causing ultimate damage and lowers attack and defense by 70%. Now, we don't have attack and lowering stuff in this game, and his passive is relatively easy to obtain in SBRs. Simply just have them attack him if he's in the front slot. simply have them attack him if he's in the front slot. Very, very easy to obtain. 7 times or more. Easy to, once again, do an SBR, LGE, and all those other things. And then he can launch off an active skill that does tons of damage and also lowers the attack and defense, which also enables him to do more defense and be able to be tankier. His link skills are the typical Super 17 link skills: Android Assault, Fear and Faith, Fuse Fighter, Nightmare, GT, Fierce Battle, and Legendary Warriors, or Legendary Power, I mean. As categories are the same as his AGL counterpart: Android's Artificial Life Forms, Target Goku, Inhuman Deeds, Power Absorption, and GT Bosses. So this is where he shines overall. His stat spread is really good stat spread. He has high defense, 15k. Vegeta is the only one to match him, I believe, in the natural stat spread, if I'm not wrong, of having a high defensive stat. But he also isn't weak in attack at all, and he's also really, really strong on the HP side as well. So overall, he has really good stats. So how powerful is he exactly, and should you summon for him? If you guys aren't a fan of gold coin banners and you're saving for the year 6s, I would go for that if you guys want to. But I will say that this card actually competes with Goku and Vegeta. And while Jiren is an example of an overstated unit, he doesn't come with damage reduction, he doesn't come with key curving, he doesn't come with buffs per allies, excluding himself on the team. So he needs to be able to trigger his ult or his active skill to get more damage and stuns, whereas this guy just gets it for being on a team. So overall, this guy is really good. He's going to be really good defensively. He's going to last well in the meta because of the amount of stats he gets overall for just his team, and his team can only go up from here because we're still missing the category EZA for Android 17, which, while he's not one of the originals, he is relatively old compared to some of the newer ones. Therefore, he's going to get EZA relatively soon compared to the newer ones, or the ones down the middle line. So this team could only get better. He also has GT bosses, so he can also run Rildo on his team. And while Rildo's not on androids, he also has a GT boss passive that gives him key +2 and also 40% defense, allowing this guy to... This actually replaces the defense percentages that he would get with an ally on the team. So you can actually ramp more defense overall with Rildo. So he has a lot of options. He can sneak in Omega, well, the new Shin EZA, and there's just a lot. So compare and contrast stats real quick. He has attacking defense 170%. Goku has 150%, and everyone was clamoring over this. 150% is pretty high, relatively high compared to other stuff. Other units have to build up to get a higher amount, but out the gate, 170% is really huge. And it's the same thing with Jiren overall. Jiren, I believe, gets 200%. He is pretty much the copycat of Gogeta, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he gets 200% key +1 with each attack received. So he's kind of like Android 17 in a sense, but he also only gets attack effectiveness on certain things. So he's really going to SBR, but for certain events that just shut down the ability to be stunned, the ability to attack down, the ability to defense down, he loses a lot of his things. And attacking defense +80% is really good. Them losing this stuff and stunning all enemies is really good utility. But overall, the issue with Jiren is he's not going to be able to match this guy's passive in a very, very long time. Because if you have two allies with the same amount, he's going to match Jiren and be a little bit higher and stronger. But if it's Androids and Target Goku, like say Super 13 is on your team, he is going to be wildly stronger than Jiren just for having two allies on the rotation, simply like that. So overall, really good LR. I'm going to be summoning for him. You guys don't have to. He's unnecessary for some of you. I'm going to summon for him because he brings a new category and we need a GT bosses category leader. And he's going to be a fantastic one because a lot of GT bosses have Target Goku in, and some of them have androids on there. So I'm just saying he can actually benefit you a lot in the long run. Overall, fantastic unit. He measures up to these guys stat-wise. Now, 55% of these guys are still better because they come in with built-in crit and built-in additionals and the revival skill. So these guys are still, by and large, better for a very long time. But when it comes to damage reduction, he beats Vegeta. He's vastly better than Vegeta for the most part because he has more stats, allowing him to tank better on damage reduction. And he still has the key passive to ramp key. And he still has, you know, he still has a lot. Although the revival skill will still put these guys above him, it's arguably that this 17 may have just sneaked his way into the top 5 because of the sheer stats and the amount of damage he can output and how cohesive he is with his team and his team making him better and stronger. So this is gonna be an interesting card for deck building once we get our hands on him. He's also gonna be really good with the new with the older Super 17 that received a broken EZA, and I can't wait to play around with this card. Hopefully I pull him. Hopefully down the line I do get him. I might just coin him, we'll see. But I want to thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this small unit breakdown. If I do pull him, we are going to do a showcase. And I'll thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and ring the notification bell so you guys know when the videos go out. And don't forget to keep it. See you guys in the next one. Peace.